Hey everyone, welcome to Coohom and Chill with Ashleigh. I'm Ashleigh. If you're new to Coohom or just getting started, this is the video for you. Today I'm going to walk you through two main sections you'll use most, my projects and my library. And then we'll open up a new project and get your preferences set up. By the end, you'll be ready to start designing. So let's jump right in. But before you do that, make sure to subscribe and I hope to see you here next week. Let's dive right in. When you initially log into Coohom, this is what you are going to see. This is the same across a PC and a Mac, or if you're on the online version or you're on the desktop version. It's all cloud-based, so you're gonna see the same thing. So right now, I'm at my home page, and then we are going to move over to projects. This is probably where you're going to spend a lot of time. Here you can open existing projects. You can create new ones or organize them however you would like. I suggest if you're working on multiple projects with multiple clients, I recommend naming them clearly so that you can find them more easily. There's also a search tool up here that you can type in a name or an ID to find your project. So if you just hover over one of these guys, an existing project, we have three little dots over here. This is where you can share, collaborate, rename, duplicate, or delete. Duplication button is great, especially if you are playing around with different finishes and textures and you don't want to keep having to switch them back and forth. When you create a new project, it's just going to be untitled. So once you exit out of that project, you'll want to rename it. And then obviously you can collaborate and share with other people. So the next place you're going to be spending a lot of time is your personal library. This is where you can save materials and models that you're using frequently, or if you don't see something in the model library that's already provided to you, you can upload your own SketchUp models that you've either created or found in the warehouse. This is also where you will upload your models. And then over here, we have textures. So this is where you're going to create your textures and they will be uploaded. So we have paints, fabrics, artwork that you can pop into frames, and also textures that you may use on cabinetry or metal or anything like that. You'll also upload them here. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but this saves you a ton of time when you are looking for certain things. So I am just going to open up a new project and show you all where your preferences will be. So we just click on new project. I'm going to create a blank project for the moment. Just give us a second here to make sure that we have everything uploading properly. It's super fast, which I love. So here we go. So this is what a new project will look like. And over in the right-hand corner, you'll see this little circle. I also have my logo in there, and you will find preferences. This is super important if you are working with different units. I am in the United States, so I'm working with feet and fractional inches. English is obviously my preferred language, and then precision. I find this to be most important. I like mine at 1/8. You'll see it switch over here. Now, every time you go into a project, you're going to want to go over to your preferences and change your precision unless you are just working in a 1-to-1 ratio, which will just be 1 inch for me, but I like a little more precision. This does not save. Every time you go into a project, you are going to want to go to your preferences and change this back over. This is really important. You can change anytime in the project, but it may mess you up here and there. So I always recommend going in first. And then here's where you can change the appearance. If you prefer to work in a dark mode, you most certainly can. Light mode, I recommend just going through here and checking everything out. Everyone is different. I'm not going to run through all of these, but this is where you're going to be changing all of those things. Your wall intersections, your splits, your drawing method, whether you like ortho or non-ortho, wall joints, everything, and can customize door angles your interior finishes, and even your public library. So I recommend playing around in here for a little bit and just getting comfortable with it. Nothing is set in stone, so you can always change that throughout. But these settings are really going to help keep your workflow smooth and just take those minutes out of the time to adjust them later on. Just make sure you do it before you really dive in. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you can figure out how to navigate and this was helpful. I highly recommend just getting in there and playing around a little bit and getting comfortable with your settings. And I hope to see you next week. And I hope again this was helpful. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more Coohom tips, and let me know in the comments if you'd like me to cover anything else. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week.